Ronaldo foi um dos maiores atacantes que o futebol já teve. Na verdade, se ele não se machucasse tanto, provavelmente seria o maior de todos. Pô, o cara já era o melhor do mundo com 20 anos e já tinha uma Copa do Mundo no bolso. Além disso, se você acha que Cristiano Ronaldo e Messi rivalizaram o prêmio de melhor do mundo por muito tempo, saiba que antes deles, Ronaldo e Zidane dividiram o prêmio por mais ou menos 6 anos. E claro que uma geração inteira ficou impactada pelo futebol do Fenômeno, e vários jogadores de linha hoje simplesmente idolatram o cara, e é exatamente isso que você vai ver hoje. Já deixa o seu like e veja alguns craques do futebol falando de Ronaldo Fenômeno. Zidane. Para começar, vamos logo de cara com o maior rival do Fenômeno. Como eu disse, Zidane e Ronaldo se enfrentaram várias vezes, principalmente pelas suas seleções, já que jogaram muito tempo juntos no Real Madrid. Numa entrevista, o francês foi perguntado qual o melhor jogador que ele já enfrentou, e o cara disse isso daí.
Sans hésitation, Ronaldo.
Without hesitation, Ronaldo.
Ronaldo. Why?
Why? C'est the best. Et pourquoi? Parce que...
And why? Because we see very often, for me, very big players step up and perform in big games. And that's what he did. But I was especially impressed with him during training. He had such an ease with the ball. It was quite disconcerting and sometimes even irritated people. But it was a part of his personality to irritate people from time to time, even in daily life, not only on the pitch, but he is number one.
Mais c'est le numéro 1.
What do you think, and you are in this category as well, what separates the great players from the very good players?
La différence entre un bon et un...
The difference between a good player and a great player?
Vous savez,
You know, for journalists in general, what makes a very good player is what you win. It's a function of what you do on the pitch and the titles that you win. I think, on a personal level, for me, the difference is actually why I say Ronaldo is number one, is because every day I train with him, and every day it'd be different. Every day I saw something new, something beautiful.
c'est ce qui fait la différence entre...
That's what makes the difference, for me, between a very good player and the exception, who for me is Ronaldo.
Et puis l'exception qui est pour moi Ronaldo.
Totti. O italiano foi outro jogador que quase jogou com Ronaldo. Você já deve saber que ele passou a vida inteira com a camisa da Roma, mas durante um tempo o Real Madrid ofereceu milhões para ele sair de lá e se juntar aos Galácticos. No seu Insta, Totti revelou que uma das coisas que o atraiu ao Real foi exatamente jogar ao lado do Ronaldo.
Esatto, secondo te è un attaccante che ti sarebbe piaciuto giocarci? Prima che diventassi attaccante, perché quando si diventa attaccante...
No, il sogno mio è sempre stato Ronaldo Fenômeno.
Sì, eh? L'hai mai chiamato per far venire a Roma? No, mai.
No,
Dovevi
sì,
venire il Colosseo.
e che dobbiamo vendere?
Il Colosseo.
Dobbiamo fare i buffi per 100 anni, dobbiamo fare...
Vabbè, un puffo in più, un puffo in meno, cosa cambia? Oh, Ronaldo è forte.
Chi?
Il bambino, Ronaldo, il vero Ronaldo, dai, quello lì è quello forte. Ma tu dici il fenomeno o...
Io dico il fenomeno.
Infatti.
Cioè, per me lui è il più forte di tutti. È stato il più forte di tutti.
Comandavo...
Ai tempi di Barcellona-Inter, quei momenti era devastante.
Poi anche con quegli altri ragazzi, quando dopo anche che è stato male, che si era anche un po' gonfiato, era diventato anche meno pesante, andava sempre il doppio degli altri.
Capito? Ma c'era una capoccia diversa da tutti quanti,
Nistelrooy. Se liga agora no que o Van Nistelrooy falou sobre Ronaldo, com quem jogou no Real Madrid.
People that I spoke just before this, he said, "What's the best player you played with?" Sorry, I nicked your question now, but it's Ronaldo from Brazil, Brazilian Ronaldo. He's the best player I've played with, because for him the goal I scored against Fulham was for me an exceptional goal. For him it was more of his standard, you know. Yeah, that's crazy. his natural ability was far beyond anything I've played with. So I knew what I was capable of, and that was, there were other things than that. And I was able to link up with my teammates more because of that. I had a midfield with Giggs and Scholes and Beckham on the...
Olha o que ele disse em outra entrevista.
Who was the most impressive when you went to Madrid? Players?
Honestly, I signed there, and of course Ronaldo Fenômeno was there. Yeah. No, but the thing was, he was already had so many injuries on his knee, his weight and all that. People know all about it. But then we do 4v4 in training, or 6.
What did you see?
I've been bowing. I was like,
He's not in good shape at this time either, is he?
That's what I'm saying. So exactly what you say, because that crossed my mind. I was like, okay, you're pulling this off now. You at your best. Oh my. No.
Pois é, deu pra ver que os holandeses eram realmente fãs do fenômeno, mas não tão fãs quanto esse daqui, Ibrahimovic. É isso aí, torcedores, até o deus do futebol, Ibrahimovic, admirava o fenômeno. Se liga nas histórias de como ele tentava imitar o Ronaldo quando era criança.
Where I came from, we were watching a lot Ronaldo Fenômeno, the Brazilian. For me, he was not playing football, he was football. So what he did, everybody tried to copy.
I couldn't agree more.
When he did a move, anybody could do that move, but when he did it, was like, what happened? People went home to watch the game just because of him, because they wanted to see him do something normal that became wow, or something crazy that became even more wow. So when he did the overstep and went, when he did we call it the snake, outside inside, it looked amazing, and we would go out on the garden and we would try the same thing, and that's why for me he was the perfect player.
Numa outra entrevista, o sueco disse o seguinte:
For me, the phenomenon was an example of football. Whatever he did, it was wow. But the way he did the dribble, the way he was running, the way he was scoring goals, that was the real phenomenon. And what he did, I think nobody else, because he was natural. He was not built. He was not made. He was the one he was.
Kaká. Vamos falar agora de um cara que viu Ronaldo Fenômeno de perto, tanto por time quanto por seleção. Se liga nessa história fantástica que o meio-campista brasileiro falou sobre o Ronaldo.
Tem uma do Ronaldo muito boa, estava no vestiário conversando, e brasileiro muito espalhafatoso ali, a gente fica conversando e vira aquela palhaçada, e brincadeira, risada e tudo mais. O italiano em si, o europeu em geral, eles gostam de um pouco mais de, tranquilidade, porque o silêncio mostra que você está concentrado. O vestiário dos jogadores tinha uma conexão com o vestiário do treinador, o Ancelotti sai e fala assim, pô, que gritaria é essa, vocês aqui, não sei o quê, vocês sabem contra quem que a gente vai jogar amanhã? Aí tava eu, Serginho, Cafu, Dida e o Ronaldo. O mister falou, né? Certo? Aí virou pro Ronaldo e falou assim, Ronaldo, você sabe quem são os zagueiros do Siena? Balançou a cabeça. Não, mister. Aí você pode ter certeza que eles sabem quem eu sou.
Nossa, velho! Nossa, velho!
José Mourinho. E não são só ex-jogadores que admiram o fenômeno. Se liga no que o José Mourinho falou sobre o brasileiro.
That is the best football player I have ever seen on a pitch. I think injuries killed a career that could be even more incredible, but the talent this guy had with 19 years old here, Ronaldo, Nazario, something incredible. So this is the final against Paris Saint-Germain, Rotterdam, 1-0, 1997, Ronaldo goal, 1-0.
Best player you've ever seen?
Yeah.
That good?
That good. That good. Not with a career like Cristiano, Messi, 15 years at the top every day. But the natural talent, incredible.
E é porque esse cara aí treinou o Cristiano Ronaldo e enfrentou o Messi várias vezes como treinador. Mas para Mourinho, o talento de Ronaldo era incomparável. Guardiola. E falando em treinadores que entendem de futebol, se liga no que o Guardiola falou sobre o Fenômeno, lembrando que eles chegaram a jogar juntos no Barcelona.
Played with R9, didn't you, Ronaldo?
Yeah, I played with Ronaldo, Nazario. Yeah, was when the year was in Barcelona was something. No, I was Romario was a football player as well. Yeah, I played with incredible talented players.
What was he like off the pitch as well?
He's a funny guy, one of the humblest persons. Incredibly beloved in the locker room, like most of the Brazilians people, you know,
dancing and stuff.
The joy to the life, and you know they think they have the. Sometimes European people have always concern about here, about that, and
didn't care.
They believe, of course, care, but they believe for the
carefree.
Fact. Yeah, they believe for the fact life is one, so let's go to enjoy it every single moment. You know, when they enjoy, we have to dance enjoy. When lunch enjoy. When play football enjoy. When we are playing music enjoy. So this is type of the, I think, you know, Brazilian mentality.
He loved the night out as well, didn't he?
You don't?
I love a night out.
So.
Messi. Pois é, até o Messi acha o Ronaldo o melhor atacante que ele já viu. Se liga no que o argentino disse numa entrevista.
Eu sempre dije que o delantero que eu vi para mim foi o melhor de todos. Foi o que vi eu jogar, era impressionante.
Buffon. Esse daqui é um cara que sofreu muito com Ronaldo. O brasileiro jogou pelo Milan e pela Inter de Milão. Então, o goleiro da Juventus com certeza teve muito trabalho para tentar parar ele. Se liga nas aspas do lendário Buffon sobre o Fenômeno.
My favorite Brazilian footballer of all time is Ronaldo. I was fortunate enough to play against him many times. And I was lucky enough to play against him before he got those serious injuries that affected his career. He was a formidable player, a sensational player. He was sort of like an alien because of what he could do on the pitch.
Benzema, o craque no Real Madrid que agora está de saída do clube, quando veio foi recebido pelo Fenômeno. E olha o que ele disse pro Ronaldo.
12-13 ans, je regarde ces matchs et non, ouais, comme je l'ai dit, c'est le meilleur joueur du monde de tous les temps. Je dis que je suis venu ici aussi parce qu'il a joué ici.
Anos depois, após ganhar o prêmio de melhor do mundo, Benzema fez questão de mencionar Ronaldo em seu discurso. Se liga!
Estoy muy feliz que está
Je suis heureux que tu sois ici parce que tu sais bien, il sait bien qu'il est mon idole. Pour moi, il n'y a aucun attaquant comme lui. Ce qu'il a fait sur le terrain est impossible à refaire parce que c'est vraiment de l'histoire. Et c'est le seul attaquant qui, par exemple, s'il est dans mon équipe, eh bien, il me renvoie bon sans rien me dire parce que il est d'un niveau.
Van Persie, outro atacante que marcou época, foi o Van Persie. E se liga na história do jogador para conseguir uma camisa do Ronaldo, seu maior ídolo.
This has a funny story as well, because Ronaldo, we played against Inter Milan, and then I went after the game. This was in San Siro, so I went to Clarence Seedorf to ask for a shirt, but Clarence thought that I wanted his shirt. So he was like almost taking off his shirt. I was like, Clarence, I'm a big fan, but can you help me with getting Ronaldo's shirt? I was 18 back then. He spoke in Portuguese and he said, give me your shirt. And he actually gave his match-worn shirt. Wow. He had 5 or 6 of them as well lined up for my colleagues. But I had the match-worn one because he took it off and he gave it to Clarence and Clarence gave it to me. So that's that for that moment. And then years later, when I played with André Santos, Santos knew that I was a big fan of Ronaldo. And he said, yeah, Ronaldo is in London. Shall we go for dinner together? I was like, yeah, man. But wait, I will take my shirt because it was framed already, but there was no signature on it. As you can see now, so on the glass of the frame, there's a signature. And there's something written there as well. So that happened during that dinner. So that was like story closed. Perfect story, and yeah, we had a beautiful evening together. He was a very nice guy.
Agüero. No meio da transmissão da final da Champions League entre Real Madrid e Liverpool, Agüero começou a falar do Ronaldo do nada e disse o que acha do brasileiro.
Ronaldo Nazario, para mí el mejor lejos, pero lejos, el mejor, sin duda. Yo de chico me la pasaba mirando videos.
Mbappé. Pra terminar, vamos falar de um craque da atualidade, o Mbappé. O cara é assumidamente fã do Cristiano Ronaldo. Se liga no que ele disse sobre o fenômeno.
So in terms of inspiration for this type of movement and the way you play, who is that for you?
Different. I think as a French player you can say Thierry Henry, no more, but Ronaldo Nazario too. It's this type of player who play with the ball, connected with the game, but also can play without the ball, create some movement without the ball. That's this type of complete player I want to be. So I worked every day to be as good as them, but it's difficult.
Claro, não dá pra colocar todos nesse vídeo e a gente mal colocou o brasileiro na lista. Então, se quer uma parte 2 desse vídeo, já deixa aquele like. Falando no Ronaldo, clica no vídeo que está aparecendo aí na sua tela para entender o porquê do craque ser chamado de o fenômeno. A gente se encontra lá.